So Kanye West wants to personally thank you guys for buying the same shoe over and over and over again. Let's take a closer look at the Inertia V2. What's going on, guys? You're watching Sneaker News on YouTube, and today we're taking a closer look at the Yeezy Boost 700 V2 in the Inertia colorway. Before we get into that, just do us a quick favor, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into it. So as you guys know, this is the 700 V2 model, which first debuted in December of 2018 in the static colorway. And since then, we've seen a short series of other colorways that were honestly quite similar to one another. There was a Vanta, which was the all black version. There was the Tephra and the Geo. Those were very, very similar. This upcoming September 7th release is much brighter, has a little bit of character with the neon colors, but it is not an original colorway. Again, like we said, it's from the Yeezy Boost 700, which first dropped in March. So let's just do a quick overview. Nothing too new in terms of the overall construction. Because they're just smaller panels, you can kind of see the contrast between the gray. Something about the Inertia just kind of gives off this light bluish sort of grayish hue. And you can definitely see that at the toe box when compared to the mesh as well as the 4-foot overlay. Mesh is more of a cool gray, I guess you could say. The toe box definitely kind of gives off this bluish, greenish light tint. Move back towards the midfoot and the heel. Again, you see the same overlays, the reflective silver, which has been a consistent detail through most of the V2s. And there really isn't too much different from the previous V2 models. Again, Kanye West is just basically putting out colorway after colorway of his Yeezys. Now, if you guys know, the 700s, V2s, and the V1s have the same exact midsole shape. So we're just gonna bring in the 700 V1 just to show you a comparison. Now you can easily tell that the shoes are pretty much similar in terms of color and composition, but the only real change is that the outsoles the material is a little different. On the V2, it's more of a opaque, gummier sort of sole versus the V1, it's just a solid, almost a sail white tone. The rest of the midsole is pretty much identical. You have that same two-tone light gray with the dark gray, the same chiseled appearance. The shade of orange seems a little bit lighter on the 700s. Can't really tell with the video, but it's definitely more vibrant and more neonish in the V2. And then if you look at the upper, you can kind of see like the bluish sort of hues that sort of emanate from the shoes. If you look at them just basic lighting, they might just appear gray, but there definitely is like a bluer sort of hue to it. Another thing that we notice is that the suede on the V1s are a little like hairier. Of course, the mesh base layer is also different from the V2 and the V1, but other than that, we don't really see a need to have both. It's basically like the same shoe, but if you're a hardcore 700 fan, then these must be definitely high on your list. Just to go back to the V2 just a little bit, it's definitely one of the more popular Yeezys out right now. Again, there's only a few of them to really choose from anyway, and Kanye is basically just adding simple new colorways to existing models, which is basically the Jordan model. It's reported that he's doing 1.5 billion in sales, which is creeping up towards Jordan territory. So it's pretty interesting to see what happens in the next 18 months to 24 months to see if Kanye could finally jump over Jumpman. The challenge is really on Jordan, to be honest, because Yeezys just continue to grow, whereas Jordan brand has sort of plateaued, and if anything, they're kind of falling off a little bit. But the prices of shoes have just gone up so much that if you do have $300, which not many people do, these are kind of priced a bit higher. So it's, do you want to buy a pair of dead stock V2s, or do you want to take your money to like a consignment shop and try to find something else? That's always the internal struggle when a new release happens. In hand, the quality of these are really, really good. If you've worn 700s, you know that these are very comfortable to wear because it has the Boost sole, and these do fit pretty true to size. So we'll definitely say stick true to your size. But yeah, that's basically it. The Inertia V2 isn't too much different from the V1, and you guys are very well familiar with this model. So check the description below if you need a store list. Answer this question in the comments: is the V2 Inertia better than the V1 version? Make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.